Okay, now this is the solutions to the questions on negative integers, chapter 12. So the first questions ask you to draw number lines and draw and use the Cartesian plane. Now let's start with the first question. It says draw a number line from -2 to +4. So if we use our ruler here, so +4 is here, that's 0, and if we go -2 to +4, that's that one, that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's our 0 mark, and let's just put in the numbers. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, remember, going in the opposite direction here. Good, that's done. So the next question says draw a line from -5 to 1. So -5 to 1. So -5 is here. That's the 0 mark. To 1 is here. So let's just draw this. There we go. -1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember this was the 0, +1, -1, -2, -3, 4, and -5. Okay. Next question says -6 to +6. So let's have the 0 somewhere in the middle here. And we have a +6 here, and we have -6 here. You don't need to put the plus, but I just put that in for you. Now, if you should in fact put the intermediate numbers here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, and there's the arrows here. Just take note that this is the positive direction, and to the right and of the 0, and to the left of the 0 it's the negative direction. Also note that anything to the right is larger than the number to the left. So here, this number 1 here is larger than -3, even though 3 is greater than 1. Because it's in the left hand side, it's greater than +1. Okay, so that's just make a note of that. The next question says put these numbers on the following number line. Alright, let's have a look. That's a 0 mark there, that's 5, it's -5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we've got -1, -2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now -5 and -6. So 7 is located, -7 is located just two from -5, which is here. -5 is here. So 8 plus 8 is here, and we have the 2 here, and that's it. Remember again, so 8 is greater than 2, but 2 is greater than -5 because it's more to the right. Just make a note of that. Alright, now let's go to the Cartesian plane, and we're asked to label these 4 letters on the Cartesian plane. Remember, now we have 2 numbers we use to locate the actual point. So remember the Cartesian plane, x is the first number and y is the second number, and similar with these, with B, C and D. So x is here, remember, y is here. So for A we have 1, and B, so we have 1 for x equals to 1, and y equals to 2. So we look at where they cross. So x is 1, y is 2, and where they cross is where A is. And you should put here the coordinates as well. B is -2 and for x, and +2 for y. So that's B, -2 +2. C is 5 and -3. So 5 is here, and -3 is here. That's C. 5 -3. So we're nearly there. And 4 is let's remember x and y. So -3 is here for x, and y is minus 4. So where they cross is here. So C is minus 3, minus 4. Okay, so that's question, that's E. That's, apologies, that's D. Okay, thank you. Excellent. The next question, it says here, use the number line to work out the addition and subtraction of these numbers. So again, remember that's 5, that's 0, and that's 5. Now you have minus 2 here, minus 2, and you have minus 5. So you have minus 5, then in the positive direction, well, that's positive direction, but then you need to change the direction to the negative direction. So positive, negative. So 5, yes, so 5, instead of going positive direction, because the negative overrides the positive. So basically, we need to go 2 to the left. So minus 1 brings you to minus 7. And so the rule that you should know, so you don't really need to use the number line that all the time. If you have a minus and a plus next to each other, the minus always overrides the plus. So this is actually in fact minus 5 minus 2. So minus 5 minus 2 equals to minus 7, and that's what we've got here. Starting with 5, we've gone to the left, minus 2 gives you minus 7. And now, if you have two negatives, if you have two of the same sign, they become the opposite of that sign. So minus 8, so minus and minus is a plus 9. So you start off minus 8 and you go 9. That will get you to here, plus 1. So minus 8. That will take you to plus 1. Okay. And then have a look. Again, opposite sign. So it's a minus, which gives you plus 4. And we'll just do another line, and then we'll move on to the next question. So again, opposite, minus 7. So minus overrides it. Minus 12, so 9, again 9 minus 7, which gives you 2, minus 4 minus 2, which gives you minus 6, and that's about it. All the rest look very similar, so you get the idea. If they are the same, it's always a plus. If they are different, so minus and a plus, it's always a minus. Just make sure you understand that. Now let's move on to the next question. Question 3. This is multiplication of numbers which have also a negative. So remember with multiplication, again very similar. Minus times a minus gives you positive. So this is a minus and a positive. So the answer would be minus. 2 times 5 is 10, and that's the answer. Now here we have 8 and 2 multiplied, but you have a minus and then you have another minus here. 2 negative numbers becomes a positive number, so that's really 8 times 2, which is 16. Here you have a minus and you have a plus, so that's in fact a minus. The answer has to be negative. 2 times 6 is 12. So here again both of them are negative, so you have a positive number. So this is in fact 7 times 5, which is 35. And here we have a minus. 9 times 7 is 63. And here again minus, and the minus gives you plus, so that's 4 times 2, which gives you plus 8, etc. And that's just similar. The other questions are very similar. So you just need to know the when and the negative. Oh, you have well, let's do a division. So we have a minus 5 divided by minus 10 divided by 5. Again, you have a minus and a positive, so the answer must be minus. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Here again you have a minus and a plus, again minus 14. So I'll just put this in this form, just give you an idea. Plus 7, so these are opposite, right? So that must be negative, and that would be a 2. Here you have minus 4, 2 minuses give you a positive, so 4 divided by 4 is a 1. And similar, if you go here, it's a plus, and you have a minus. Again, this must be minus. 80 divided by 10 equals to 8, etc. Okay. I want to move on to mixed numbers now. With mixed numbers, you just need to make sure that you use BIDMAS. So let's write BIDMAS here. Okay, so in the first question, do you have no brackets, no indices, no division, multiplication we have. So we need to do the multiplication first. So we'll say 3 minus, so minus 5 times minus 2, that will equal to 10, but minus 10. Now, minus and a minus is a plus, remember, opposites. So 3 plus 10, which equals to plus 13. Now, the other question, let's have a look here. No brackets, no indices, no division. We have a multiplication again, which equals to 4. And then we add. So minus times, that would be minus 6. Now we have opposites here. So this opposite means it must be a negative. So 4 minus 6, which equals to minus 2. Remember, plus 4 on the number line, and you go to the left of 6. Brings you to minus 2. We'll do a division one here. We have minus 40 divided by minus 5 plus 4. So sometimes it's easy to put minus. Alright, so let's look at BIDMAS. No brackets, no indices. We have a division, so we must do the division first. So it's minus 40 divided by minus 5 plus, then we'll add the 4. So you have minus and a minus a plus. So we have 40 divided by 5 is 8. Then we add a 4. Okay. Plus, so 8 plus 4 is 12. That's fine so far. And then we have, let's just do this again. Okay, so we have multiplication here. Then we can do the addition and subtraction. We must do this multiplication. Remember this sign here, minus sign, is the minus sign of 9, and you have a plus 2. So minus 9 plus 2 is minus 18. So let's put the 9 at the front first. So we have minus 18 here. Then you add the 2. Now the next one we should do is obviously addition and subtraction. Doesn't really matter which one you do first, but let's just do the addition. 9 minus 18 plus 2 going to the right gives you minus 16, and finally 9 minus 16 will give you it's going in when we're going towards the left, which will give you a minus 7. Okay. And that's the answer, and that's the end of our worksheet. Hope you hope it was beneficial to Mr. Wang know, and then he'll clarify it for you. Thank you.